The year 2025 is set to be a pivotal moment for global migration, marking a significant shift in how countries manage and perceive immigration, especially in developed nations like the UK. The United Kingdom, known for its rich history and diverse population, is at the forefront of this change. In May 2025, the UK government unveiled a comprehensive white paper to overhaul its immigration system. This document outlines a series of ambitious reforms aimed at addressing both economic needs and public concerns. This plan aims to reduce net migration and reshape who comes to the UK, why, and for how long. The focus is on creating a more controlled and selective immigration process. The proposals represent a fundamental rethinking of the nation's approach to attracting and retaining foreign talent and labor. By prioritizing skilled workers, the UK hopes to fill critical gaps in sectors like healthcare, technology, and engineering. The core objective is greater selectivity and a reduction in overall numbers. This means stricter criteria for entry and a more rigorous vetting process. The UK's initiative touches nearly every facet of the immigration system, from skilled worker visas to family reunification. Family reunification policies will also see changes, with a focus on ensuring that new arrivals can integrate successfully. Similar discussions are happening in other major immigrant-receiving countries like Canada and Australia. These nations are also grappling with the challenges and opportunities presented by immigration. The UK's bold moves could serve as a model or a cautionary tale for other governments. As the world watches, the outcomes of these policies will likely influence global immigration trends for years to come. One impactful proposal is the extension of the qualifying period for permanent residence or indefinite leave to remain, ILR, from 5 to 10 years. This significant change means that migrants will have to wait twice as long to secure their permanent status in the UK. The implications of this are far-reaching, affecting not just the individuals but also their families and communities. The extended period could lead to increased uncertainty and anxiety among migrants, who may feel less secure about their future in the country. This change introduces prolonged uncertainty for migrants, affecting their willingness to invest in the UK. Many may hesitate to buy property, start businesses, or make other long-term financial commitments. The ripple effect of this hesitation could be felt across various sectors of the economy, potentially slowing down growth and innovation. The government hints at an earned settlement scheme or points-based system to reduce this period for exceptional contributions. This could mean that individuals who make significant contributions to the UK, whether through their professional achievements, community service, or other means, might have a faster route to permanent residency. However, the criteria for what constitutes an exceptional contribution remain unclear, leaving many to wonder if they would qualify. Stricter English language requirements are also proposed, potentially moving to CEFR Level B2. This higher standard would require migrants to have a more advanced understanding of English, which could be a barrier for some. Language proficiency is crucial for integration, but the increased difficulty may deter some from applying or prolong their journey to residency. Even partners of work visa holders may need a basic understanding of English. This requirement aims to ensure that all family members can integrate more easily into British society. While this could foster better communication and community involvement, it also adds another layer of complexity and potential stress for families already navigating the immigration process. The consolidation of family-related immigration pathways into a single category is expected to come with stricter financial evidence requirements. Families will need to provide more comprehensive proof of their financial stability, which could be challenging for some. This change aims to ensure that migrants can support themselves without relying on public funds, but it may also make it harder for some families to reunite or stay together in the UK. These changes paint a picture of a more demanding immigration system, potentially impacting the UK's appeal. As the country seeks to balance control and openness, the new policies could influence the decisions of those considering the UK as their new home. The long-term effects on the nation's diversity, economy, and global standing remain to be seen, but one thing is clear: the landscape of UK immigration is undergoing a significant transformation. The 2025 proposals tighten criteria for skilled worker visas, prioritizing higher-skilled, higher-paid roles. Eligibility will be restricted to positions requiring degree-level qualifications, reducing eligible occupations by about 180. Medium-skilled jobs will face more constraints, requiring MAC approval and evidence of domestic recruitment efforts. A temporary shortage list will allow temporary sponsorship without dependent rights. Salary thresholds are set to increase and the immigration salary list will be abolished. The financial burden on employers will rise with a proposed 32% hike in the immigration skills charge. The new entrant route offers a lower salary threshold but is a short-term solution. Canada is also navigating complex debates and potential recalibrations of its immigration system. Recent discussions focus on the sustainability of high intake levels, particularly concerning housing, healthcare, and infrastructure. Canada's federal and provincial authorities continually adjust immigration programs to meet evolving needs. There's an increasing emphasis on targeted draws, prioritizing candidates with specific skills or French language proficiency. Concerns about the integrity of the international student program and its impact on permanent residency pathways have also surfaced. Australia is engaged in significant reflection and policy adjustment regarding its migration program. Public debate centers on urban congestion, housing shortages, and the impact of migration on wages and employment. The skilled migration program is under review to ensure it addresses skills shortages. The international education sector is also undergoing review, with changes to post-study work rights and English language requirements. Family reunion visas face long waiting times and caps, adding pressure on migrant families. A more restrictive environment with higher barriers to entry could make Australia less appealing. This recalibration could contribute to a global scenario where migration aspirations are curtailed. The proposed changes to the UK's immigration rules will impact specific sectors, especially social care. Ending the exemption for recruiting social care workers from abroad could precipitate a crisis. The hospitality and logistics sectors reliant on medium-skilled workers will also be affected. The agricultural sector depends on seasonal and permanent migrant labor, and changes could impact food production. The proposed 32% increase in the immigration skills charge will add financial pressure on businesses. These changes could stifle growth and innovation, making UK businesses less competitive globally. The UK's higher education sector faces significant adjustment due to proposed immigration reforms. The reduction in the graduate visa length from 2 years to 18 months may diminish the UK's competitiveness. A proposed levy on universities' income from international student fees could strain finances. Tougher compliance rules for universities could create an administrative burden. A decline in international students would impact university finances and local economies. The proposals aim to attract top-tier talent through elite routes like the Global Talent Visa. The challenge is to balance control with remaining an attractive destination for global academic talent. The proposed immigration shakeup carries profound human and economic consequences. It's not just a matter of policy, it's a matter of people's lives and livelihoods. The ripple effects of these changes will be felt far and wide, touching every corner of society. For millions, these changes can translate into personal upheaval and prolonged uncertainty. Families may be separated, and individuals could face long waits and bureaucratic hurdles. The emotional toll is immense, affecting mental health and well-being. Economically, restricting skilled and medium-skilled labor could lead to worker shortages in key sectors. Industries like construction, healthcare, and manufacturing rely heavily on immigrant labor. Without these workers, projects may stall, and services could suffer. Increased costs for sponsoring overseas workers may make UK businesses less competitive. Companies might struggle to fill critical roles, leading to decreased productivity and innovation. The long-term economic impact could be significant. A reduction in international students would impact university finances and local economies. Universities depend on the tuition fees from international students to fund research and development. Local businesses also benefit from the spending power of these students. The social fabric could be affected, with less cohesive societies and diminished motivation for integration. Communities thrive on diversity, and a reduction in immigration could lead to less cultural exchange and understanding. The narrative surrounding immigration plays a crucial role in fostering a welcoming atmosphere. Positive stories and inclusive policies can help build bridges, while negative rhetoric can create division and fear. The decisions made today will shape societies and global migration patterns for years to come. It's essential to weigh the consequences carefully considering both the immediate and long-term impacts on people and economies. The shift towards more restrictive immigration policies in key destination countries will impact global mobility. If pathways become narrower and more uncertain, global talent flows may redirect to more welcoming countries. This could benefit nations that position themselves as stable alternatives. Conversely, countries like the UK, Canada, and Australia might struggle to fill critical skill gaps. The brain drain phenomenon could be affected, with skilled individuals finding new destinations. Tightening immigration rules could spur innovation in remote work and global collaboration. The long-term consequences will depend on the adaptability of individuals and institutions.